All right. So this is a rather long final exam review. It encompasses everything. I will go through and strike out a couple of problems and tell you you don't have to do them. There's a couple of factoring problems in there that I will not ask you. The final exam has 40 questions, and each one is worth 5 points. So the final will be much shorter than this. All right, find the slope, the equation of the line, or x and y intercepts. That's all our linear equation stuff. So our slope formula is the change in y over the change in x. y2 minus y1, negative 1/3 minus negative 1/2, divided by x2 minus x1, negative 4 minus 2/3. Negative 1/3 plus 1/2. Negative 4 minus 2/3. Negative 1/3 plus 1/2. Common denominator of 6. 3 goes into 6 2 times. It's negative 2. 1/2 is 3/6. So our numerator is 1/6. Denominator, common denominator of 3. This will be negative 12 minus 2, which is negative 14/3. Multiply by the reciprocal of the denominator. 3 goes into 6 2 times. We get a slope of negative 1/28. Find the slope of the line passing through these 2 points. We do y2 minus y1, 0 minus negative 4, and negative 3 minus negative 3. The numerator says we have a rise of 4 and a run. Negative 3 minus negative 3 is 0. And that's the undefined slope because we have 0 in the denominator. So remember, when you have points to points where you're rising 4 and running 0, that's our vertical line. And so I used a mnemonic device for that one. Vertical lines have undefined slopes, but their equations, if we were to write the equation line passing through those 2 points, it would be x equals negative 3. Okay, so write the equation line in slope-intercept form. So we use this point slope formula, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1 when we want to write the equation of the line. So we choose either of those points to plug in, but before we do that, we need to know what the slope is. So we have negative 5, take away negative 3, and 2 minus a minus 2. Negative 5 plus 3, and 2 plus 2. The slope is negative 2 over 4, which is negative 1/2. So now if I choose the point negative 2, negative 3, and choose that to be x1 and that to be y1, then I'll plug that in there. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. That's y plus 3. It's negative 1/2 times x plus 2. So now we want to write it in y equals mx plus b form. And so we distribute the negative 1/2 across, giving us negative 1/2 x, and negative 1/2 times 2 is negative 1. So we subtract 3 from both sides, and we get y equals negative 1/2 x minus 4. All right, number 4. When we find the slope of the line passing through these 2 points, we have 5 minus a minus 3 and 2 minus 2. There's that 0 in the denominator again. That's undefined slope. If you plot these 2 points, 2, -3, and 2, 5, we've got a vertical line. Vertical lines have the equation x equals 2. Number 5, when you do the slope, the rise is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. -3 plus 3 is 0. And 2 minus -2 is 4. 0 over 4 is 0. So that's our OI situation. That's the horizontal lines have 0 slopes and have equations that are y equals. In this case, both y values are -3, so the equation has to be y equals -3. Write the equation line in point slope. Oh no, my power just went out. Oh, man.